Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I have a brand new launch for you from Craft Consortium. It's been a little while since we did a Craft Consortium launch, so I'm really excited to show you what's inside this package. If you do enjoy design team videos, if you enjoy seeing new products, if you enjoy haul videos, anything like that, please do make sure you're subscribed to my channel. These go up fairly regularly on my channel. And by subscribing, not only are you helping my channel grow, it also ensures that you are able to see the videos when they go live. So without further ado, let's jump into this package and let me show you what is inside. As you can see, what we have inside is the brand new collection from none other than Helz Cuppleditch. If you're new, I am on the design team for Craft Consortium, which means I get the product ahead of launch because I design the samples for them. But something else you should know is that I am a massive Helz Cuppleditch fan. I have loved her work for years. So the fact that I get to design samples for her launches is just amazing to me. So we are going to take a look through this collection together. I'm going to start with the 12 by 12 pad and then we're going to go through everything else. Now I have only got sample pages here today, but there's enough that I can start creating with this, and I will add my makes at the end of this video so you can see what I've been making. So I don't have a front cover for the 12 by 12 pad, but I do have a front cover for the 6 by 6. So this is what the front cover looks like. It's really, really pretty, really, really beautiful, really, really typical Helz whimsical collection. So if you're new to Craft Consortium, these are premium collection and premium quality papers. You get 40 double-sided sheets. They are 200 GSM papers. Now there are some in there with like a pearlescent effect on them, and those drop down to 150 GSM. You can, when you touch the papers, feel the difference. So if you're ever not sure whether you've got a pearlescent one or not, you can feel the difference. But when you're actually creating with them, like the difference between the 200 and the 150 GSM, it doesn't really make any difference to your project. It won't affect it negatively. These are all acid free, and some of them have really lovely effects on them as well. So then on the back cover of the front page, you have all these cut apart pieces, which on the 12 by 12 would just be larger. And they are so cute. I just love this already. So let me grab the 12 by 12 papers and we'll have a look together. So this is the first one, and as always it is a topper sheet. You get 9 different designs here. I'll just give you a really quick look at all of them. On the 6 by 6, I'll show you in a minute, you still get a topper sheet, you just get 4 designs instead of the 9. Look how adorable. So those are the topper sheets for the 12 by 12. Here's the 6 by 6 back again. So as you can see, you still get your topper sheets, you just get a few less because it's 6 by 6. But they are the same kind of pictures. And then on the reverse of this one, look at that. It's just brilliant. So this reminds me of the top of a toadstool or a mushroom or whatever you want to call it, which, based on the fact we're doing fairy wishes, that kind of fits in. That makes sense. I think that's probably what it's supposed to look like, but I think that's brilliant. I think toadstools or mushrooms or whatever you want to call them, they are so pretty, and when I see them out in the woods and things, I always imagine that there is a little fairy somewhere nearby waiting to sit under the toadstool. So I love that. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Next up we have the kind of like scenery style papers. So you get 3 different designs. Just show you here. So we've got one up here with like a little snail on it. There's another snail there. Then we've got the one in the middle with like the lanterns lit. It's almost like it's going to be some kind of fairy party. And then down the bottom we've got some butterflies, we've got some more lanterns, and we've got the toadstools and the mushrooms. I love this little butterfly. It's absolutely delightful. So that's kind of your scenery style papers. You can build up from those, or you can leave them as a background. You can cut into them and make toppers. You can do all sorts with these. Great for fussy cutting if you're into fussy cutting. Then on the back, look at that. So again, it's quite toadstool-esque. It's just obviously different colours. I really like the colour tones on this one, and I like the contrast between the red as well. In a really bizarre way, it kind of reminds me of freckles. I know that's not what it's supposed to remind me of, but that's kind of almost what I see. So I love the fact that you have two very different toadstool papers in this collection. This is the next page. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? So I love the way it almost sparkles without sparkling. I love the different candles. I love all the different things that draw your eye. And I love that green in the background. On the back, we have exactly the same, just in a much darker background colour. So different things pop, I always find, when they do this. So if I just bring in another sheet, you can see how by having the different colour, it draws your eye to different things. It's a really clever way of doing things, but I absolutely love it. I would be hard pressed to choose which of these two was my favourites, because I can see them both being used for different things. And I just think they're beautiful. But it's almost like you have the day and night contrast going on here. It's just fabulous. So let me show you the next page. We have this amazing 12 by 12 picture that you could just easily put a little bit of decoration in the middle and put in a box frame and put on your wall. I personally love these. We didn't get one of these with the last collection, Let Spring Begin, and I thought that was sad because I really quite like these pages of art, and that's kind of how I see it. I just see this as art. Obviously, there's things you can do with it. You can cut into it. You can create toppers from it. You can fussy cut these. There are so many different things you can do. But equally, this would be very, very easy to turn into home decor for your home. This is what the back of that page looks like. And I love this green. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the way the white's been used. It kind of makes it look like a resist technique's been used without using it. There's no texture on this. It's not a pearlescent sheet. I just think it's a really beautiful sheet, just using the outlines and a really clever use of colour, and it just works. This, I think, is one of my favourite pages. Moving on through the pad, and we come to our first page with the effects on them. So this has like a coating on it, slightly raised, and we have the mushrooms, we have some leaves, we have stars. It's really, really lovely. I love the colour choice, and I love how it's just so muted, and I think that would make a really interesting feature on a card or a project. This is what is on the opposite side to that sheet, and I cannot tell you how smooth this feels in comparison. It is so smooth compared to the other side, and I am loving these mushrooms. Honestly, I can totally see me just fussy cutting a load of these and using them as decoration or ephemera or goodness knows what else. I think they're absolutely delightful. You could almost reach down and smell them. They look that lifelike, but they've got that Helz twist to them that they're just delightful and whimsical. And yeah, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this page. Moving on, and we come to our first pearlescent page. Look at the sheen. This is where the light needs to play. Look at the sheen on that. It's just beautiful. What I really like about this is how there are so many different fairies here. So many different skin tones, so many different colours in the hair. I love this purple haired one here. I love the pink on this one. Oh, just look at them. Aren't they just amazing? I love how they almost look like postage stamps, or you could pretend to make a scrapbook page for these. She almost looks like she's popping out of a window. I just love how your imagination can just run away with you with this collection. On the back, you have the same, it's just a slightly different colour in the background. Again, it's really nice to have the contrast. Pulls your eyes to different things. It's such a clever way of doing things. I love all these tiny little flowers and the dragonflies, and yeah, I just think this is a magical page. How is this for a change of pace? So we've moved away from the fairies themselves and we're back in the flora and fauna, and just look at that background colour. It's like a really browny red. It really is deep and just earthy tones, and it makes the white from those flowers just pop. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Look at this beautiful kind of bluey green colour and this pink. It's just, it's just incredible. But when you flip the page, oh my goodness, would you look at that pink? I love it. I don't know what's happened to me lately, but I am all about pinks. I cannot get enough of pinks. And it's interesting to me how this changes the look of the flora and fauna. They are exactly the same colours as they were on the opposite page, but where you've had the change in colour tones at the back, it almost changes your perspective of the flora and fauna even colour. So clever, but I love that pink. Absolutely love that pink. Oh my goodness. Can we take a moment just to take this in? I love it. Look at the way these change colour as you go up. They've got a really clever ombre effect. It's almost watercolour-like, but without being watercolour. I love it. I think this is so clever. We have not seen anything like this in a pad before in Craft Consortium. It's not something I would normally say was a Helz style. She's normally you expect polka dots or straight lines with like something in as a pattern, but this, oh my goodness, this is just, yes, I love it. And then if that's not quite your thing, if you turn the page, you've got the same kind of thing, but in just purple. Look at this. Look how it changes as it goes up the page. So here you can see you start off almost white, and then it starts coming in and it's neutralish, and then it goes darker and darker till you get to this top line. It's so clever. How they do this, I have no idea, but it's so clever. Imagine if you fussy cut that and used it as almost like a sea, fussy cut a couple and use it as like water. This is a whimsical collection. Water doesn't have to be blue. This really speaks to me and says water, probably because of the movement in it, but you could easily put things behind these, tuck things behind these, make these as pockets. There's so much you can do just with this sheet. I am so excited right now. Now this is a page that you kind of get used to seeing throughout Helz collections in general, but oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. This again has the elegant effects. These stars are coated. They're not really raised, but you can feel there's a coating on there. This is a brilliant background piece. Or you could cut it out and use it as a topper and layer on top of it. I absolutely love it, but wait till you see what's on the back. Look at that. I love that greeny colour. Honestly, I would be hard pressed to tell you which side I prefer. Now this back piece isn't coated. These stars have no coating. So maybe you like the idea of the star background and you don't want the coating on the stars, you just want them plain. Use this side. Or if you just prefer the greeny blue but you think, do you know what, I kind of wish they had that coating, grab some like glossy accents or something, just coat them. But honestly, oh, it's so pretty. We're down to the last page and we have our page of sentiments. So this is a thing that Craft Consortium do generally on the Helz collections, and it's just a page full of sentiments that you can fussy cut to go on your projects that really work with the collection. But also, if you don't want to fussy cut them, you could just use it as a background piece. Really, really pretty. Very easy to get your dies onto this and start cutting awesome shapes out of. And then when you flip it over, you've got exactly the same, just in black. And again, it just draws your eyes to different sentiments. It's really, really clever. I love the colorways on this. Just some of the sentiments on here. We have pixie kisses, we've got magic, we've got toadstools, star. What else have we got? Wish there. I'm trying to read upside down. Sparkle. We've got magical. Oh, look at that. Look at that magic in the box. What is not to love? Then I'll show you on the 6x6, because again, I don't have a cover for my 12x12, but on the back cover you do get more cutter parts that you can use on your projects. They're really great at using every inch of the pad so that you really do get the most for your money. On the back you generally will get something like this. It's just an extra sheet in case you didn't want to fussy cut anything there. And then you also will normally have a bit about the artist who's designed the premium collection, as well as all the socials down here where you can share your makes and use the hashtags. If you do like seeing inspiration using these collections, if you do like sharing your makes with these collections, head over to Facebook. There is a group dedicated to Craft Consortium. I will leave it linked in the description box of this video in case you wanted to check it out, but you are very welcome to come over and share all your makes using Craft Consortium products in that group. So let's have a quick look at the ephemera that comes as part of this collection. So first of all, I kind of showed this a little bit earlier and then moved away from it, but you do get coordinating cardstock as part of this collection. This is an A4 pad. You get 20 double-sided sheets, and these are 200 GSM, which are acid free. These are the colours that you can expect to see in the pad, and they all match in with the colours used here. So this is great if you're particularly new to card making, or if you just like to have it hassle free and just not have to worry about, oh, what's going to match my projects. You can literally grab this pad and just start creating, because the colours here will match in with these papers. Takes all the headaches away, takes all the guesswork away. You don't even need a colour wheel. You can literally just start creating. So for example, look, this one here matches in with this one here straight away. Flip it over, this one here matches in with this one here. Really, really clever the way they do it, but I absolutely love that they do it. It does make creating so much easier, and it's just so easy just to grab the two, sit down, and away you go. Now there is a decoupage kit that comes with this collection, and I have some sample sheets here to show you. If you were to get this, you generally will get 2 of each in a pack. So this is the first one we have. The little one with the bright pink hair that I loved earlier. Then we have one of the fairies smelling the flowers. These are all really easy to use. As you can see, they are all numbered, so you know exactly which part to use and when. And the fairy wishes down here is highly fussy cuttable should you want to. Then we have the little one with purple hair taking her flower to her mushroom. We have this little one who's having a walk amongst the mushrooms in the evening. And lastly, we have this cutie posing on top of the toadstool with a butterfly flying overhead. I cannot see those lasting me very long. I do love these decoupage kits and I do tend to use them a lot. We also have some self-adhesive ephemeras with this collection. So again, I just have some samples to show you. First of all, we have these adorable little ladybirds. And then we also have the enamel stars. So if you were to get the enamel stars, as you can see, there would normally be 56 per pack, and this packaging, again, very easy to cut down and use as extra ephemera. And then lastly, we have the self-adhesive chipboard shapes. So again, I just have a sample selection to share with you today. They are very generous with these when it's a full pack. So I'm just going to lay out what I have here. These are great now because these are chipboard, that makes them lightweight. There is no bulk, and it just is a great way to add something special to your project without having to worry about it costing you extra to post or make it too bulky. And then if you peel this bit back, that's self-adhesive. The last thing I have to share with you is a stamp set. Now I believe there's 2 stamp sets. I only have one. My one is called Friends, and I believe the other one is like a flower based one. But look at that. These stamp sets, oh my goodness, I cannot tell you what a joy they are to use. I have never had a Craft Consortium stamp set not stamp first time. I've not had to prime them. I don't have to do anything to them, and they just stamp perfectly every single time. They do tell you on the back how to look after them, how to clean them. They are really easy to store as well. Look at that imagery. These are a really nice size, especially if you like making your own toppers. Imagine stamping and colouring this one here, fussy cutting it, and then adding it to one of the papers in the pad to make a really simple topper. So that was a really brief look at Fairy Wishes, the brand new collection from Helz Cuppleditch and Craft Consortium. I will leave a link to the Craft Consortium website in the description box of this video should you wish to go over and purchase anything. I'm not on commission, so I don't get anything if you use the link, or if you don't use the link, it's entirely up to you. I'd just like to try and make life a bit easier for anyone who does want to go over and have a little look. Please do let me know in the comment section below what you think of this collection. Have you got a favourite item? Is there a particular piece of the paper pad that stood out to you? Do let me know, because I absolutely love to get chatty in the comments, especially when we're talking about Helz Cuppleditch collections. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate everyone who comes by and watches my videos. Please do remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and ring that bell for notifications, because I do upload at least once a week, and if your notification bell is rung, you'll be told whenever I put a new video up. If you have enjoyed today's video or found it useful, please do give it a big thumbs up, and I'm going to leave my makes with this collection at the end of the video. I really hope you have enjoyed watching the video today, and I really hope you love this collection. I can't wait to see everybody's makes over on the Facebook group, or else you could definitely give me a tag on social media so I can see there as well. I will be back soon with more videos, so until next time, thank you once again for watching, take good care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.